Hannibal
is eating.
Is there a buddy bag underneath him? Hello, architects, and welcome to the second live stream of Prison Architect 2. Today, we have the same people like last time, and it's me, Michaela, your community manager, and Rose, our CA.
Hello. We are continuing our prison from last time. Wait a minute, look at that wall.
What
That's
happened
what
there?
happens when you copy.
Oh.
It copies the wallpapers too. So let's fix that.
Nice and cohesive. Terrible. Maybe we wanted to have that a little bit different, just to spice things up. No, we want everything to look the same.
I mean, we could go a little different, like here on the ordnance.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Interior, like this, is like an interior courtyard kind of deal. But first off, we're gonna go shift mutators real quick before we jump into bunk beds. So one thing that's cool, if you played PA1, was there were mutators, but an issue with mutators was you had to go into extra, and it was a pain to get to the menu. As someone who's had to describe how to do it many times to people. But mutators here are easily accessible from the main menu. We're gonna turn off electricity and water just so we can build faster. They're all taking afternoon siestas.
Oh, that's so cute. What's the management? Are they supposed to be in their cells, or what's the?
No, it's free time.
Everyone's sleeping on free time. I mean, I'd take a nap too. That'd be nice.
Well, they don't have any programs to go to yet, and they don't have any work to do.
You can have multiple floors. You can, and different grade of behaviors as well. But yeah, we're adding. What are we adding? What is happening? What are we doing?
We're adding bunk beds to double our capacity. We're just not doing all the rooms at once because we might have a riot on our hands if we get to sleepy time and they're not all done.
So where is it that we can see the rioting? Because I know there's something that shows you the level of frustration.
Down here. Bottom left, frustration is low. You may recognize this from PA1, just it's moved. It's the same thing. If it's green, it's good. If it gets all the way up to red, you're in trouble.
Don't be around red. That's basically what you want.
Let's go in here to intake. We're going to stop with the minimum security and we'll just take maximum, or medium security, sorry.
Don't have max yet.
And we're just going to have it on repeat, no overfill, and we're going to fill up our cells. And then maybe we'll build some new cells because we do have a contract. Place 4 beds in a single cell.
Ooh.
And that's obviously not possible in these little cells, so we're gonna have to build another cell block.
Yeah, that would be a little bit too small of a space. They can't get up to the bed if we do that, right? If we put them right next to each other, because the meatballs, as we called them last week, aren't reachable.
So you see these little markers around the bed? That's where they have to be able to reach to access the bed. So we have Rurik here, who's in solitary for violence towards staff. He's in there for another 6 hours. He's got nothing.
Solitary, straight to solitary.
His freedom need is garbage. And if you notice, his sleep and his toilet are gonna go down because he's got nowhere to go. We'll switch out more beds in the morning when they're awake. We're not going to kick them out of their bed. We have prison capacity of 25. We've unlocked a milestone and we're almost to another point, which maybe we'll go with speed build.
Ooh, we were talking about this last time, and what was it that we were thinking? We had staff rooms that we unlocked.
Yes, we do need to build a staff room, actually. I was thinking we'd build it off of here, because it's sort of like a little staff courtyard. We'll give them a nice staff room. Nice big room. And this area, I believe, is staff only. These doors are locked. These doors are locked. They're awake and doing morning exercises.
Everyone knows your morning exercises is the most important exercise of the day.
How many achievements are there? I can't open Steam right now to look.
24 right now. I've actually unlocked 10 out of those myself in like 25 hours. So I feel kind of pat on the back
accomplished.
For me. Yes. Borgsnabel that said, I don't like lakes. Good thing if you create your own game in Sandbox, you can actually remove the lakes. Yes. Completely. We have a few different maps that you could work through and like work with, and you could decide if you want to have more or less foliage as well, and if you want to have lakes or no lakes.
You can also build your own lakes. Oh, I've got the staff room, but I don't have anything in it. I need a water cooler and a chair. But I'm not going to give them any chair. I'm going to give them a nice leather sofa.
The leather one? That's very nice. Will there be mod support for this game? We are actually right now working with a few modders from the community in our modders program, and there will be mods that you can actually go in through the game and download and play through the game directly. And it's going to be cross-platform as well.
For the majority of the mods. And that's just a limitation of console. not a limitation of us. Right, let's give them the nice wallpaper in their staff room.
The warden paper?
Yes.
They're gonna feel so fancy.
But they deserve it. They need a nice place to rest. We'll get some nice big glass windows so they can look at the water.
They can pretend that the carpet is the water.
Can you build over lake? Yes, you can build entire walkways over lakes, or you can build into the lake. See?
Small island.
Which will demolish the water. There was one of the shorts, I built a prison that had walkways over the water to different buildings. So there was only one ground floor entrance in the whole place.
I've seen a few people also ask about planning mode.
There is not a planning mode.
No.
But if I am paused and I go to build and then I delete it again, there's been no charge. So you can plan it out that way.
So technically, if you go and use one of the modifiers to like remove the cost, you could build whatever your heart wants and needs and desires. But if it's gonna have a cost and you're playing like a normal sandbox mode and you want to have the payment stuff or the money still there, then you might have to wait for a little bit before they build things.
Yes. And right now we are going to expand our canteen. Because we just doubled the capacity of our prison to 40 inmates.
The canteen is a little bit small for that.
Yes. Before I go building this and taking down the walls, we're going to build another outer wall here. And this is just our perimeter fence. It's cheap. It's not a perimeter wall, which is much bigger. It's like 2 floors.
Come on.
Dudes, it's not the time to take a swim.
They're just having a good time. Just chilling out. It's a spa day. Spa day at work. Everyone wants it.
See, everyone's rushing in to eat. This table makes 30. So we're going to have to double our kitchen stuff too. Slight problem. We did not feed everybody.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, we fed 28. Never mind. We're okay. But we're about to more than double the size of the canteen.
Yes.
And I placed another cooker because cookers only feed 25. And I hired another cook.
That's good. So now we have
Hopefully-
2 cooks that possibly can take care of all of the 40 inmates that we're going to have. So you do have to plan a little bit before expanding, but that's with PrisonArchitect 1, I guess, as well. So it's not unique.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
We turned off electricity, so you notice our lights are working magically, even though we didn't run wires.
We got a
Floor plans
question
and
from
stuff.
the chat as well that I think you would be able to answer a lot too. Are there new features apart from 3D?
There are the connections in terms of the biggest thing and the multiple floors. I like the connections because it does make the inmates feel more real. So they get close friends, they
remove
get enemies.
Our faces for a second so we can look at the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful connections page.
Yeah, so if we come here to like Jack here, he's got a bunch of acquaintances, which are people he's just met. He's got some friends. While we don't have gangs, you will see friends getting into trouble together, especially close friends, or if you find someone who's a best friend. Yeah, I don't think that we had any enemies yet.
Show us the beds, Rose, Eleanor says.
We got our beautiful bunk beds.
And there are also single beds. And in construction...
And mattresses on the floor.
Exactly. It's not only
Which...
bed frame beds, you also have the mattress beds. Fair chair to stare there. Exactly. We're doing tongue twisters.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
6 laxar i en laxask is the Swedish one. 6 herring in a herring jar.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Oh, I'll have to practice that one till next stream.
Also, if I have this lovely serving table here and I need another serving table, so I'm going to click buy more. And it's going to take me right here to where they are located. And I can place it down.
I feel like it's very handy dandy to be in the objects tab, and I usually just am in the first tab in there, but if you look for something specific, you can find the decorative, foliage, security, or
There's also
the search.
a search bar.
Very handy dandy. I tend to just be in essentials. They don't need enrichment in my prisons.
I mean, you can put danger signs everywhere.
It's a danger to be here. It's for everyone so
And if
they
we really
know.
wanted to,
They probably
we could
do
put an
know.
exit.
Oh, are we telling the inmates where they can exit?
We're telling any potential visitors, because I mean, at some point we'll get visitation. And then we're going to come over here to our lovely little courtyard, and we're going to clone this office. Boop.
That's something I felt like you needed a lot of offices, and that's not something I planned for in my first first playthrough. So I just had offices everywhere, and it was not structured. Don't do like me.
One thing that I got frustrated with in PA1 is that you had to plan out your offices, but your psychologist's office had to be reachable by your inmates if you wanted to run certain programs. That's been changed here in PA2 because the psychologist runs all programs in the common room.
Oh, there's a worker
makes it a
stuck in the
little
new
easier.
Oh,
Oh no! Clay flowers. I guess
Free Clave. Maybe he likes it there. It's his new home. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there he goes.
In a sandbox mode, how large of an area is possible to expand to? Is there anything you can show?
Every map is different. This has a small space on one side of the road, a small space on the other, and if I remember correctly, the expansions are 8. I think we haven't unlocked it yet, so we can't see.
But you basically have this huge map, and I think there are, in the other maps, they are different sizes and like different components.
This is one of the more medium ones. It has a larger starting area, but it's not as large to expand. And then also remember you get 4 floors. This is quadrupled.
It's huge.
We're gonna build a nice 2-person cell over here by the water.
Were we building a 4-person cell as well?
Yes, we're going to do one of those. I just want them to have a nice like water space.
Ah. Someone asked also, at some point, could you show us all the objects available in all of the rooms?
We don't have them all unlocked. That could be an idea for something else we create.
Absolutely. As you see now, some of the things are grayed out, and that's because we haven't unlocked that in the bureaucracy tree. So we just have a few items, and I feel like that's quite nice when you start out so you don't get overwhelmed. If you want to be overwhelmed, you can just start up the game, go into sandbox, and just throw all of the modifiers, just change everything, and then you'll see everything at once.
Did I place the bunk beds backwards?
I mean, it depends on how you want to have the bunk beds. If you want to have your head out towards the room.
No. Who sleeps with their head out towards the room?
Maybe these inmates wanted to. They don't have the option to now.
They don't need the option to. That's just weird.
Maybe a little bit. An
Yeah,
inmate just died? No.
Who died?
I don't know.
I didn't see it pop up for a death. I think they're pulling our legs. Everyone's in bed. Oh no, you're grieving. Someone did die. Roger Holtz.
Oh no.
No, he's unconscious. He's not dead.
Did we have medical set up?
Yeah, we need to set that up real
Yeah.
fast, actually. Question of where?
I haven't seen it yet. Will there be a med center in a morgue?
Yes, that's what we have unlocked now.
Some workers doesn't wear a hard hat. Cool to see some different design variations for the staff. Yes, they are very fun to just look at whenever they're walking around and working on stuff. The animations are really, really cute.
I wonder if someone got in a fight that we didn't notice, and because we have no medical, they just died.
Could be.
Our guards will heal them, but they can only do so much.
Is there blood still?
Yes! And it splatters everywhere, too.
I've seen that question quite a lot on socials as well, so that's a great, great confirmation. But we've showed it in some shorts and videos as well.
It isn't in the trailers. Our infirmary is going to be completed very soon. Our infirmary is built. Now maybe we won't have random deaths because we currently have someone grieving, which means they're more likely to act out. Management, deployment, not deployment, sorry, permissions. I want this to be staff only as well because I don't want them getting over to the storage room. There we go, contraband risks.
It's the spatulas again.
We probably want to stick another metal detector at the bottom of these stairs. Though, for them to get out of here, they've got to go through 3 metal detectors. So I think we're okay, actually. Everyone's in the shower. There's just maybe not enough showers for them.
Yeah, should probably, maybe look into getting more of them.
This is the danger of doubling your intake so fast.
Can you do searches and shakedowns?
We can if we go to security measures. We can do an inmate search, prison search, emergencies, bang up. Bang up is where you tell everyone to go back to their cell. Emergencies, we've got paramedic squads or riot squads. And notice our frustration meter is now a medium. But let's go over here and happily build cells. It's off center. Cancel.
Oh, here's a nice question. How many types of guards are there? In the original games, there were 4, but I've only seen 1 type of guard so far.
There are more. We can, if we go here security, there's also snipers, dog handlers, and enforcers. We just haven't unlocked them.
Inmate died again?
Yeah, we're at 39 out of 40, so somebody died.
Uh-oh.
Schrouder, or Rourke here was in trouble for causing disturbance. They didn't commit murder, though. This is what happens when we stick them in double cells. Oh, yep. Basil Deadeyes Haynes is grieving.
Oh no.
One thing you'll notice in their needs is a lot of them having no freedom. Their privacy's doing okay at the moment, but
I would argue being in prison might not give you the freedom you would want.
well, we could put windows up. Windows actually satisfy the freedom need. The glass ones satisfy more. More free time helps, but if they get in trouble and they're in solitary confinement or in their cell, they can't satisfy their freedom because they don't have free time or yard
And
time.
as you hear right now, you also hear the inmates. I love the ambient sounds when you like sweep around.
All right, so this is all built up. We should be able to go management, permissions.
Where is the dead alert?
And yes, it should be popping up right here in the middle.
Or you can also see it on the inmate number on the bottom. That we go from 40 to 39.
Yeah, there's no deaths in our prison in the last 24 hours because it does reset at midnight.
No deaths.
Oh, yeah,
what do
we
you
have
talk
more quick
about?
builds.
We didn't see any
There
deaths.
is no deaths. There are no deaths in PrisonArchitect 2.
Or at least in this save. Can you make a more luxurious cell to see the stats of the inmates compares to the other ones?
We could build like a luxury apartment for somebody.
Sounds really nice. Like a
Why
resort.
not?
With a view of the
Yes.
lake.
Let's do it right here on the top floor, and then we'll give them a walkway across. We could have 2 luxury
Ooh.
apartments.
But one is extra deluxe because they get the water.
The other one, you can see the mountains, and there's a bridge over there. That's a train bridge.
That's actually more water, I'd argue, to that side than... It's closer on the right side, but you have more of a view on the left.
Oh, prison capacity 50.
Yes.
And now we unlocked another bureaucracy tab. We could go for visitation rights.
Oh, that's very nice. Are we that nice, or should we go for laundry?
So prison labor is the next one after that.
Right.
If we do one prison labor,
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Let's show prison labor after.
we're gonna build our fancy cells over. Oh, but we don't have the luxury beds and things yet.
But they can have a normal bed, and then we'll pretend it's a luxury bed until we have it.
And I'm building an entire apartment because chat wanted to see a luxury apartment. Oh, but the inmates think it's just a fun place to go right now. We're gonna put some laundry machines in.
Ooh. Being able to clean their
We'll put
clothes,
3.
feel fresh.
Yes, though at first we're gonna have to hire janitors to do it.
Got a question here. What's both of your favorite bit about PA2?
The design, having more freedom, because after 2,000 hours of PA1, I knew exactly what worked. With the fact it's all one level, you know how you have to lay it out, whether you have staff needs on or not staff needs, what security level. This, with the actual change in dimension, gives you so many design options. Like, we've done this weird little outdoor cell block over here. We have American motel style rooms here. I haven't done it in this prison, but doing some like you see from the movies with the canteen down in the center and all the cells lined up around it from multiple floors, that's really cool too. There's just so many design options.
The freedom is huge. I haven't played PA1. I am a bad person for that. I know. It's on my to-do list. For PA2, I just really like the expressions of everything. Like, it feels alive. And also, what Rose said, I'm just echoing, but it feels cozy. Very nice to play too, so.
PrisonArchitect 2, the next cozy game.
I'd call it a cozy game, but I'm probably not the right person.
Until a riot breaks out. That ain't cozy.
No, that's not cozy.
The labels on the room, the fact that they move too is cool. And if I really wanted to, I could just turn them off.
Oh yeah, that's
Or I could put it up so we've got the
really good too.
strong outline if you're building stuff or you want to build rooms without walls. That's useful. You turn off the glow.
I play around with those a lot,
Yes.
depending also, since we take pictures from here for the dev diaries and for the feature highlights. It's very nice to be able to like elaborate with those and with like the labels and such, so that you see or don't see what it is that we built.
Yes, Conan, it's best feature change, and that's something as well. It's not as flashy as the 3D or connections, but there's a lot of quality of life changes that just weren't able to be implemented in PA1 because of how that game was developed over so many years. One easy thing is even wooden doors. I can tell my guards and my inmates that they need a key for it. I can tell it that it has to be kept open, which is again in PA1, but that requires key. That's new. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no. We may need a bigger shower.
no. Can't possibly need that.
Bang up. Everybody out. Go to your cells. There we go. Eddie Church has surrendered. He got talked down. You notice how the guards actually will talk them down. It doesn't always work. It does sometimes devolve into physical violence. Also, a nice thing with the rooms is you see, if we look at canteen, it tells us how many inmates have been fed. And this is why having a lot of guards are important too at mealtime, is they're carrying meals to all of our inmates that are in trouble in their cells.
That's very kind of them.
I think they're just getting paid to do it.
Probably.
Hannibal is eating.
Nice.
There's nobody else in this cell with him.
Is there a buddy bag underneath him?
There is!
This doesn't bode well.
And he doesn't have a tray, but he's eating. Tune in next time and we'll start exploring programs.
And we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.